Thank you. Thank you. I'm about to say my name. I just like saying my name, Adaylah Banks. Adaylah Banks. Okay, I got that out. Thank you. Um, Actually, I was thinking today about our crazy weather and all the things that have happened over the last couple of months back in, well, somewhere in the summer. Remember that earthquake? Did anybody feel that? Yeah, I did it. That was me. I did. It was interesting how it happened. My husband asked me the night before, get up and work out with him. And I said, no, I don't want to get up. I'd rather do it when I get home from work. He said, no, get up in the morning. You'll feel better. I'm like, well, what time are you getting up? He said, 5 o'clock, like I always do. I'm like, that's just ungodly. Okay, I'll get up if God comes down and wake me up. So right around 5:04, the whole house was shaking. I was like, damn, I really do have a connection with the Lord. So I've been working out. Yeah, thank you. The other thing that I wanted to share with you guys is I found out recently about this new phenomenon. Well, actually, it's not a new phenomenon. It's actually been out for a while, but I just learned about it. It's called a supernumerary. You know what that is? Okay, I didn't know what that was until a friend of mine, we almost had an argument about it. I said, well, what is it? And she's like, well, it's normal. 1 out of 18 people have this. I'm like, 1 out of 18 people have an extra nipple? That's what a supernumerary is. 1 out of 18 people. So based on the number of people here, at least one person has an extra nipple up in here. Is it you? So I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. I've never heard of anybody with an extra nipple. And she was getting really upset with me. And then she finally said, look, I have one. I said, oh, okay. Okay. Can I see it? And she said, no. I'm like, okay, we were having this long conversation over lunch and she didn't want to share it. I said, it's okay. It's cold in the office. Yeah. I know it's in this area. So I'm always looking at her. The hell are you looking at? I'm like, I'm nothing. Supernumerary. Well, I have grandkids. I have two grandkids. One is 7 and one is 3. I only had one child though. So I'm really trying to figure this treating them equal thing. Because when the first one was born, I thought he was a genius. I just thought he was so smart and great until the second one came along. And then I realized, wow, that first one, we probably need to get him checked out. So we're at the beach. We're at the beach this summer, and this is their first time at the beach, and we're having fun, me and the 7-year-old. And we're out in the beach water, and we're just frolicking in the water. I mean, we're just having a ball. We're just having so much fun. And he just stops mid-frolic. And I'm like, baby, what's wrong? And he's like crying. I'm like, what, you have to go to the bathroom? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, go ahead. You're in the water, just go ahead. And he wouldn't move. He just stood there crying. I'm like, okay, what, you have to do number 2? And he's like, I'm like, okay, well, let's go. And he didn't move. He was still crying. So I said, okay, wait a minute. Did you do number 2? And so he's like crying. And so now I'm just pissed. I'm just like, angry because I just can't understand, how does one just shit in the middle of a frolic? I mean, how do you just shit in the middle of a frolic? And so I'm standing there because if this was my child, I would have shaken the shit out of him right there at that moment. But he had already done that. So, yeah. No more beach for us. So I'm gonna leave you with this and I'm gonna go. I was talking to another coworker and I realized that we're a little different. And I can tell by this conversation we had. We were talking about when our husbands call and we know that they want some, some. So she said, yeah, well, when my husband wants some, he'll call and say, honey, I'm going to stop past the store and get some wine. I'm like, really? That's how your man does it? When my man calls, it's a little different. Ring. Hello? Hey, girl. What you doing? Working. Oh, you working? Yeah, well, when you get home, I'm going to work your walls. For real? Yeah, girl. I'm going to knock your bottom out. Oh, you going to knock my bottom out? So I decided I'm going to go there with him one day. Yeah, he talking about working walls and knocking bottoms out. I said, yeah, I'm going to rip your tip off. Yeah. Rip it off. Hello? Big Daddy? Yeah, I'm just going to stop past the store and I'm going to get some wine. Thank y'all. That it?